Right, so this is show superiority, so I need to be careful not to throw away too many battles. You can head down here. I think we're going to have to start blitzing manpower professionalism. Now that I can actually focus on this war, I think things are about to become better. Let's send you south. Alright, we have 100 ships in this fight now. And we are sinking them with alarming rapidity. In fact, both sides are losing with alarming rapidity. Battle. We're going to beat Hesse. Doesn't look like anyone's coming in to reinforce. Stack wipe. That's what I like to see. And the tides have turned. We now have the morale advantage here. Cruelty of mercenaries. Gain professionalism or gain unrest in James Bay. That reduces the amount of mercenaries available. I have a feeling we may need them, so no. That's a fight I didn't even see happening. Stack wiped. Yay! Go us. Let's just keep chasing them around, I would say. And over here, we have retaken that. There's a couple of provinces being reconquered by Maguindano, and France seems to be having a go at them while they're busy fighting me. Yep, that's somewhat annoying. We'll throw in a couple more ships, seeing as the Scandinavians seem to be doing the same thing. And we'll just pull you back. Let you replenish some forces. This is a huge naval battle. Send in a couple more. Could also send in the 60 transports. I mean, they're not upgraded. We better start upgrading them then. Meanwhile, that's a fight I should win. The colonial fleet should be just clearing people up. They are big and they are numerous. The revolts are the thing that actually have the potential to do the most damage. Oh, chase that Austrian army. Or in fact, go and root that Austrian army off of there. You go and attack them. You go across here. I feel like I'm missing an army still somewhere. Alright, now I'm the one losing the most ships. I'm down to 13 heavies, they're down to 34. Yeah, I'm hemorrhaging heavies. Pull back. That'll do. I lost 55 heavies, they lost 4. That was actually a really bad fight. Okay. Noted. We need more heavy ships. Thankfully, we have a lot of sailors, so we can afford this kind of attrition. Need to be careful where I pick my fights and how. Because these things are going to take a while to rebuild. Although there are a couple of things I can do about that. Namely, I can go create template. We'll go heavies. Say 10 at a time. Save. And now I'm going to go to my ridiculous numbers of shipyards that we have in the New World. And just build a bunch more. Unlimited money, but still kind of limited for sailors. But mostly unlimited money. That should help. 240 more heavies. And because we are docked with the heavy fleet, we're actually gaining 300 sailors a month. And the other thing we can do is take a look to see that we have actually built this everywhere. We have now. And shipyards. Both of you need them. Picardy, what are you building? Oh, you're building a... Yeah, actually I want a shipyard here so we can get these ships built faster. You've all got shipyards. Good. That's fine. And then manufactories, just because I can. Everywhere. I love how everything I own, including the whole of the New World territories, have manufactories. Every single province. Guess you can grab Newfoundland from the Brits this war. That's true. Yeah, and France, thankfully, isn't in this war. Because there's a lot of France that I want to take. I think France more than anyone else. Subsidies. I never did finish doing that. I got to Brabant. I don't think I did Utrecht. I didn't. 50 years. 36. Limburg. Subsidies. 50 years. 36. Overijssel has already got them, and then it's just Groningen, which I don't have. A diplomat. Okay, cool. So where are my armies? 1, 2, 3. 3. I count 3. Where's my 4th? There's supposed to be a 4th army here somewhere. Also, I have a free merchant I can send somewhere. 1. Oh, there you are. 2. Okay. Well, how are we doing for manpower? Manpower, we are fine on. Prague has fallen again, which is annoying because I'm about to arrive in Prague, and I wouldn't have had that crossing. Stack wipe. You locked in? Yes. Yes, you are. Well, isn't that a shame? Meanwhile, over in India, you go crush them, and then head over here. You're crushing them. Excellent. Right, castles. Well, can't do castles with coring. Do I want to go up in Miltech? Yes. Yes, I do. Except I'm about to fight someone. So let's not change the unit template just yet. Meanwhile, Trade Fleet is doing their thing. That's a bunch of uprisings. What the hell is the Austrian army doing out here? Welcome to India, Austria. Right, merchants. We took a merchant away from Novgorod, didn't we? So let's go and put another transfer trade power there. And we are currently pushing money out of Gujarat. The 4% bonus. I still don't think it's quite worth pushing it into Aden. We would still lose 50%. But all of those ducats are being pushed forwards. Converted, pushed forwards, converted. 600 ducats. Where are they going? Caribbean. Well, we're losing 50%. Caribbean. We're losing 200 ducats in the Caribbean. We could really do with some more trade ships out there. 70%. 60%. You know what? During this... Caribbean is Gelderland. I thought there may have been a way of telling you to give me more of your trade. But that seems to be a vassal thing, not a colony thing. New Gelderland's making 279 ducats from trade in the Caribbean because of all the money that I'm pushing them from India. So I bet I'll make more money actually if I push this money instead of the Caribbean to just the Netherlands. Or just to the English Channel. Sorry, the Dutch Channel. I'm curious, will I? 1.35k. Find out at the end of the year. Right, you're fighting them. You're up there. You're there. You're down here. You're the one that needs to be sent into the fray. Well, actually, no. You're the one that's kind of covering that southern territory. And you just come over here into Prussia. Of course, Prussia's in that PU, so I've lost Prussia as an ally. That's probably why the coalition triggered. We just defeated the Austrian army, so I think at this point we can change our forces. We have got fire advantage. So impulse infantry is probably what we want to do, because we just want to go all out damage with impulse because of the fire damage. And then Latin chasseurs have got some fire damage, but resistance to fire and shock. Chasseurs don't have any fire I have less fire resist but do more fire damage. Do I want to double down with my fire damage, considering they have between 1 or 2 pips less than the others? They have good morale stuff. I don't really care about morale. My morale is excellent. Cuirassiers do a bit of fire damage, but for cavalry that doesn't matter so much. 4 times more shock than fire. It's got to be lancers, really. Has to be. Just all-out shock. Aristide. Right, did I make more money? 1.3k. 1.3. Hard to say. Hasn't recalculated yet. Never mind. Only 4 days have passed. Ha! I'm having to pause a lot. There's a big war on. So, transport stay here. Dutch Channel stays here. You lot are all heavies. I actually kind of want you here. Not you. You stay where you are. Battle of Kutak is over. Stack wipe. You're trying to take Marak U again. And you're dealing with the uprising over there. Marvellous! And Diplotech. Do I want to Diplotech up? No. No point. With the units in other regions could keep up with Europeans' unit types. I mean, the pips just... I have no idea what you just said there, Doomed World. Okay, so that was killing the rebels, so I think we're just going to keep on just going along here, biffing the rebels as we go. You're going to biff those rebels. And you are going to push further into Austria. So are you. And you are basically going to go and help Brunswick, actually. What the hell is St. Lawrence doing here? Shouldn't you be repairing in America, not in Holland? Oops. Screen minimized, I was like, Yeah, we have a lot of colonial troops descending on the British colonies over there, so I think the fighting really is going to be in this region. Are there any of these that I could separate piece out? Nope, this is all coalition. There are no allies involved. And Brunswick's already down to medium. You better not peace out, because I just sent you 10 grand. 14 days. It's like we're just trying to get a new record for how quickly Prague falls. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. That's less than a non-garrisoned province. That's impressive. Or depressive. I'm not sure which that would be. And Oldenburg, you can move here. Royal Navy gonna come after me? No. Right. Deselect you. This is all just the battle fleet. So we're up to 15 heavies here. Still building more though. Rebels, but that's not in my territory, therefore not my problem. You're sieging that, you're sieging that, you're going for Vienna. You're just fighting stuff here. As are you. Manpower-wise, we are fine. It is January. We can now double-check how much we are making. So that's pushing all the trade into the Dutch Channel instead, earning me 1.7 thousand, so yes, that was better. So losing lots and lots of money in the colonies was not worthwhile. Also, speaking of colonies, New Groningen is not getting subsidies. Wow. They are now. 42 ducats a month. They're rich! So how much am I actually giving away in subsidies now? I'm giving away 226 ducats in subsidies. And my forts are costing me 300. I've well and truly broken 2k income. You're having a bit of a Barney over there. Let's send you some reinforcements, shall we? And I dislike that you're going after their forts, so let's go and stop that. Stop that at once! Battle against Bengal, which we thrashed them. They've run away again. Just go and take that. Actually, no, go take Bengal Delta back so that we can actually get the bloody fort up over there. The Ottomans have rivaled me. Are they in a coalition? Yeah. That's a coalition that hasn't even fired yet. Is France in that coalition? They could be. Next coalition's going to be France and the Ottomans. And probably the Timurids. Transport, St. Lawrence. Dutch Channel. Yeah. Meanwhile, New Holland's 100 fleet is just patrolling the Dutch coast right now. Like, hey, Holland, look what I can do. Yeah, we have more ships than you. Meanwhile, thrashing an Austrian army, that might even be a stack wipe. Battle of Limburg, it wasn't. Unfortunately. Meanwhile, those two sieges are ongoing, so we just need to send you down here to go and assist. You can jump in on these things. Did that province actually fall? No. Frankfurt did not fall. Right, the other thing which I think I'm going to do is... Hey, Brunswick, you know how I'm giving loads of money to my colonies? Have almost 100 ducats a month. I'm feeling generous. You have no general. That is unacceptable to me. Have a new general. You'll be... Buddhist Jim! Ooh, hello. You're pretty good. Pretty good. Is it possible to separate peace anyone, or is it the whole coalition only? Whole coalition only. Oh, you were talking about the pips between East and West. Yes. Western units. The reason that the Western powers are so strong at the end, even with equal technologies, is because the number of pips their units have are just better. And the reason that we're doing so much better than the others is because we're Dutch. Look at those numbers. 6,000 men were dying a tick there. Flipping hell. So 25, 26,000 we lost to 57. 60, I'm going to call it 61,000 killed. 3-1. And we have a bunch of people still just flocking in who are just going to basically get stack wiped at this point. Bye. Bye. Yep, stack wipe. Alright, let's go retake some of these territories, shall we? I do need to be a little bit careful because we did take quite a few casualties there. Also, manpower is getting a bit short, so let's go and take out another chunk. 41,000, lovely jubbly. I think it is time to build some training stuff. Your production all went up by a bit. You're coming in with a bunch more. Those are not heavies. More separatists. Alright, so we're now up to 25 heavies. What is the overextension at this point? The only thing I can get rid of is this one. That's going to be 5%. That's not enough. It's because I mark you at the 16%. You're so bleeding annoying. Alright, so Brunswick. We have retaken your territories. Brunswick's like, yeah, don't worry. We got this. We're in this for the long haul. Did we capture any of their forts? Yeah, we did. We took Vienna. Sweet. Oh, that's a loss. That's another fight I should probably get involved in. Let's sneak around and take out the Scandinavian heavy fleet. If I can get that, that would be amazing. That's a bunch of rebels. Let's go and send you over here. And send you over here. Oh dear. I just saw that arriving. The little ships didn't last long enough. Is this another case where I want to just throw all the ships at the problem? I think this is another case where I want to throw all the ships at the problem. Let's throw all the ships at the problem. And then the numbers will be more equal. Only I'll have more heavies this time. Nope, they still have more heavies. But we're crushing them in terms of morale. Meanwhile, battle down here, defeated. Thankfully the English are like, we're going to stay back here, thanks. We appreciate the offer to bring us into this fight, but we'll just stick back here. Meanwhile, several more of my heavies are on the way. Now we will and truly outnumber them. And we've killed enough of their heavies. Zimbabwe's African uprising. Yeah, Africa's gonna be a problem. I'm wondering if I want to grab this army and send you to Africa. I think I do. And we're gonna do this the subtle sailing across here method. Something like that. And hopefully we can avoid any hostile fleets doing that. Meanwhile, we massively outnumber them. They're down to 16 heavies. We have just shattered the Scandinavian fleet. 46 heavies killed. That's more like it! Right, let's send all of you back here. Let's get those repairs done by the end of the month. More separatists. Then I think next up will be the English fleet. Especially considering this fleet is carrying an army around for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why, but okay. Meanwhile, trade income's gone up to 1.7 thousand. Bad reputation! Dun 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 dun! So, Britain, how about that piece of peace, huh? Come on! Oh, Prague just fell. I didn't note how long that one took. Probably more than 14 days, though. An advisor has resigned. Oh well, I'll replace you with somebody else. Improve relations, that's probably a good... Oh no, you're not Dutch. Crap, none of you are. Fire them all. Needs to be Dutch culture and accepted culture so that I can promote them. I have this much money, I may as well use it. So if I continued this war until you wanted to actually give me stuff up, what would you give up? Get you to release the Isles. Scotland.